So you want a girlfriend and you clicked on today's video probably to have that lasting hope that she's still out there, that you're not going to be alone forever. And I'm going to say right now, you are not going to be alone forever, my friend. And just because you desire a partnership, a girlfriend right now, doesn't mean the job is done. Having the thoughts that entertain you in the ways of what would a woman provide in your life? What type of lasting fulfillment would you get out of a relationship right now that you may not have within yourself being a man? And what could you be ignoring, the work that you need to do to not need to depend on a woman to bring you satisfaction that you may not be allowing yourself to achieve through the power of action? The power of direction, the power of discipline that a lot of men ignore and reject because it's a lot easier to live up here. But up here is the attic of all past, current, and future thoughts that could be bringing you into a deep state of anxiety. When we have clutter, like let's just take, for example, when your room is very messy, it's hard to be in there. And a lot of people's response is actually to completely ignore it, even though it's kind of hard to ignore. So you lay on your bed, you're on your phone, and you scroll, pretending like the mess outside of yourself is just going to disappear, poof, because you are not present with what needs to be present in your life. And that is the overall gift right now that this video, I really do hope, could inspire you to accomplish something. Now, I am not going to ignore how hard dating is right now. Just because we live in a modern day world where options are everywhere and people are living their best life and can broadcast their best version, doesn't mean that's always the case, and doesn't mean that we're not human beings at the end of the day. And to find that greater connection is something that's become lost within humanity, because we're connecting on very surface level, shallow things that are not supposed to bring us into that deeper connection, not just with other people, but what that means within ourselves. And when we're disconnected from our own truth and therefore purpose on this world, we're going to be walking around with a blindfold on, running into things just to wake us up. But you have to take off the blindfold to see what's actually happening. And a lot of people nowadays, and hey, I was one of them, was wearing a blindfold 24/7, walking around this world and getting upset that things were running into me. No, I was running into those things and they were only put there to wake me up. And that's what I'm offering you guys right now, is your wake-up call. Because it is a beautiful thing to desire a partnership. Having a partnership is something that every single human being is wired to want to pursue, especially you being a man. And one question I have for you, what are your actions telling you about the story, the narrative you're living in? Because a lot of people, you can want a girlfriend, you could want $1 million, but if you're on your couch, scrolling through TikTok, looking at everybody else's highlight reels, including their own relationships, for one fraction of a second, you feel a part of that life. You feel a glimpse of hope that that could be you. But you don't do anything with that insight. You go to the next, and the next, and the next. And after you're done with that moment of scrolling or the hours of scrolling, there's a deep hole that you're sinking into, like quicksand pulling you down due to the power you are not activating within your routine right now. I do believe the chapter of any single person being single is a gift. And there's always things that we can be doing, not only just to better who we are as individuals so we can show up and offer another person our best and not come out of an anxious attachment style, thinking that a woman in your case is going to heal every single area of your life. Because actually that could just be a really bad distraction keeping you away from creating what needs to be created. So if you don't have your priorities in check, if you don't have anything you're tending to that gives you excitement in life or discipline to keep going, regardless if you're seeing evidence or not, you have something you're showing up for every day, that's not a woman, that is where we need to start. And I actually want to mention an action step for anyone listening right now to take. a fellow man in the community, and his name is Howdy, and he has created a powerful book called Listen Baby. Now within this book, he has taken real life experience when it comes to dating, what not to do, what to do, to give you that blueprint that can help you learn while you're single now. And with that being said, this is only a 29-page book, an easy read, giving you 101 things every single man should know when it pertains to relationships and how you can better yourself through them, as well as reading this very short book that gives you the answers. Purchase Listen Baby down below, first link in the description. And that leads me to my next point. And I get it, insecurities and fears, they can control us far greater than our joys, because it's a daunting thing to have to face your fears. But the very moment you do that, you're free. You're free to do it again and again and actually find excitement out of your fear, because your fear could just be the doorway into something that's actually going to guarantee you growth. And don't you want to grow? That's what we're here to do, is to evolve, and no better way to evolve than in relationships actually. But you can't ignore the relationship you need to tend to within yourself. A person with a poor relationship to who is looking back at them in the mirror is one that could get in between you and actually a healthy relationship in the future. Because all of those little things that trigger you right now, all those little things that you're suppressing as a man and pushing down, and you just think that a woman is going to come into your life and fix all of your problems, because I wish I could say that's true, it's not. She may rock your boat in a way that makes you learn how to steer your life. But you can learn how to steer. You can do things in your life right now that showcase that you care enough about yourself to take action. If you're single right now, you better believe you need to be in the gym. You need to be working on your physical health. And not only just to show up in a body that you're proud of, but what that signifies to a woman, your strength. You show up and you strengthen yourself through physical movement, through reading books and learning knowledge, and the power that can lead you back inside of your confidence. Because the only reason you're not confident right now is because you're not doing anything in your life that makes you feel valuable, a part of something greater than just your sufferings, or far greater than just the thoughts that keep you down and weak. Put down the bags of chips, put down the video games, put down the constant scrolling, and get excited for your life again, you guys. If you're a man right now and you're not excited to create something, I believe that's why you don't have a relationship. Because you're ignoring the work a man must put into himself first for any woman to even want to stay with you long term. Because if you're dependent on a woman to bring you joy, to bring you happiness, and make your life easier, that means you're a slave to another person, a woman being that case. And nobody on this planet can guarantee you satisfaction long term. So you might as well look yourself in the mirror today and own up for what you're not tending to. Take the weeds out of your internal garden, plant new flowers. And within tending to this, your seeds of thoughts that will grow into flowers will naturally attract women like bees to flowers. You don't have to exert all of your energy towards women, because they will come when you're living a life of clarity. You know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You have a vision for your future, and a woman is a part of that, but she's not the whole thing. Do it for her. If anything, if you need any motivation right now, do it for the girlfriend waiting for you to get your act together. Do it for her. Because when you get your act together, trust me, that's when a new chapter opens. But you're not done with this chapter of being single yet. Why? Because you're still single, which means there's still more to this chapter that you get to create. And that should give you the motivation right now to not allow your thoughts to keep you down. There are tools out there for you to use, and one being is through my one-on-one coaching service that I do offer men who are wanting to be in a relationship, that want to prioritize their goals, that want to learn discipline and structure and healthy routines. So if you're ready to start transforming your life from the inside out to see new results, so don't hesitate, reach out to me. My email will be down below and I would love to hear from you. And without further ado, if you guys like this video, it helped you in any way, please give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.